Welcome back to your Community Connection Corner. I'm Jennifer Longworth here on your Catholic station, Real Life Radio 1380, 94.9 FM. Joined today by Molly Harris and Elias Gross from Lexington Philharmonic. Welcome back, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So, Charlie Chaplin, we talked about the previous time, and just real quickly, how can people get tickets to this? Because it sounds amazing. So, we're watching a Charlie Chaplin silent movie with live orchestra in the background. That's awesome. So how can someone go to this?
You can either go to our website at www.lexphil.org and purchase tickets there, or you can call our box office at 233-4226.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. Okay, so lexphil.org is how to find you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And this is on March 14th?
Yes, 7:30, Singletary Center for the Arts. Tickets are $20 to $70, and we also have student tickets that are $11. So bring the whole gang, and we'd love to have you.
Excellent. All right, so you still have a couple more concerts left this season as well. I mean, you say gearing up, but really you're always looking ahead.
We're gearing up, and we're gearing up in different ways, and we just keep gearing. Our next concert after this is world premiere, and that is on April 11th, the Singletary Center. All of our concerts are at 7:30 this season. We're bringing in Adam Schoenberg, who we had at the beginning of the season. He's our Stakely Garbalinska composer in residence. He did the American Symphony project with us, which was a symphony that he wrote called the American Symphony.
No, very good.
But his project was to have every symphony in all 50 states play it by the end of the 15-16 season. So
Wow.
He's still well on his way, and we were one of the first to play it as part of the project, so that was a great honor. He's a wonderful composer. He does film music himself. He has won a lot of awards and has done a lot of premieres lately, so we're really happy to be in his world. But he's written a new piece for us. He's dedicated it to his...
Okay, I'll edit that out.
He's dedicated it to his wife and newborn son. Just joined his life for this a couple months ago, I think right after our season opener with him. But he's wrote this piece called, is it Canto? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it will be premiered at our concert on April 11th. So we're also having the Mozart Symphony 35, the Hofner Symphony, and then we're having a really wonderful cello soloist join us for the Dvorak Cello Concerto.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be another great show. And then we wrap up the season on May 16th with Beethoven 9. So come one, come all, get on the Singletary stage. We'll have lots of different community choirs joining
really?
us.
Wow.
We'll have really fantastic soloists. And we're actually, one of the pieces that I'm most excited about is the Goluboff 3 Songs for Soprano and Orchestra. So we're bringing in a young soprano, Jennifer Zetlin, and she's going to play this or sing this piece with us, and it's going to be just an incredible experience. It's a very diverse program, so it's a really just great way to wrap up an awesome season for us.
Excellent.
So
Tickets, lexphil.org. Anyone can get in on that. That sounds awesome. All sorts of price levels, so people shouldn't feel intimidated like, oh, I can't afford to go to the Philharmonic. But you guys make it pretty easy for anyone to be able to come. You're very accessible.
good. We like to hear that. That's what we try for. For sure.
And then, even more accessible are your PB&Js and your family concert series.
Yes.
And we talked a little bit about that at the beginning of the show, but for people who might have missed that, you really feed them peanut butter and jelly, too.
We absolutely do. And cookies.
And cookies. So it's not just a catchy name of bring your family out
No.
for a PB&J concert. Here is your sandwich.
Yes, so we're talking about $5 ticket, anyone in advance or at the show. We changed it to be one consistent ticket price so people could really, identify sandwich, cookies, good concert, bring the kids.
Photo booth.
Well, sometimes
Oh, okay.
on the kids' concerts. We have been making a video, actually, with the same guys at Shooting Frenzy that we recorded at the last PB&J concert, but we'll be unveiling that masterpiece soon.
Oh, fun.
But yeah, so we, like I said, we have the half-hour concert. This past one was a steel drum band, which was a blast.
Wow.
All the kids had a great time. And our
Oh,
next
sure.
one is coming up on April 5th. It's going to be at 10 and 11 o'clock at the Carnegie Center, and then we're packing up the band and going to Winchester, and we'll be at the Leeds Center for the Arts.
Oh, very good.
So we take the opportunity about twice a season with our PB&J concerts to go to a different city outside of Lexington. We're excited to be at the Leeds Center. We were at the Gateway Center for the Arts earlier in the season.
Yes.
Where's that?
In Mount Sterling.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful space.
And we've gone to the Community Arts Center in Danville. We've also been at the Cardome Center in Georgetown. So we like to tour the show. But like I said, we'll have a woodwind quintet for this next concert, which is always a great experience for the kids. We base it around a book. This next one is themed Music Builds Literacy. Music Build is our education theme that we're working with. So we're building literacy. Obviously, we're at the Carnegie Center, so that makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
But it's a great time because we read the book with the kids, and then there are interspersed musical examples, and then we'll play pieces. And one of our favorite books to use is I Know a Shy Fellow Who Swallowed a Cello. And we use two of the cellists from our orchestra who are fantastic with the kids. And they say, one of the lines in the book is like, I don't know why he swallowed a cello, maybe he'll bellow. And then the cellist will play it and it goes, and all the kids get a kick out of it. I operate the hand puppet, who's the shy fellow.
Oh, hey, whatever.
But yeah, it's a wonderful time. It's about an hour for your outing plans. And our concerts have been growing and growing. We saw about over 200 kids at the last one run, 200 kids and their families. So yeah, it's a wonderful time, and it's a great flexible programming. Maybe you have a kid that you don't know if it's going to sit through a concert or not.
Right.
We have the kids on carpet squares, and they can wriggle around and shake their shaker eggs and just have a blast.
So it's real interactive too.
Absolutely.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
There's no reason to expect a 4-year-old to sit quietly,
No. So what's a target age, I guess, for your PB&J concerts then?
We usually say 2 to 6.
Okay.
But we have, older siblings that come and still have a great time. We have babies that'll sit in laps that just want to hear the music. So, like I said, it doesn't bother us if the kid cries, if it gets squirmy, whatever you need to do. We would just love to have everybody there.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So then you have your family concert series, which is geared toward a little older crowd, or it's everybody, or...
Well, we've been doing them as kind of an option for the older kids, thinking maybe elementary school age and up. Or younger than elementary up to about middle. But we saw in the last one for Carnival of the Animals, we got a lot of toddlers, and those kids really enjoyed the program. So, it's really your child, your child. We don't mind at a family concert if you come in and out, kind of deal with the kid, come bring them back in, whatever you need to do. So we keep the programs for those at about an hour, just to, keep everybody happy. But we had a great time. We had Sonia and Elizabeth Schumann come in and play the Carnival of the Animals, the Saison.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
And it was really fun because we had the illustrations up on the screen. So the kids could watch kind of these illustrations come alive with the sounds of the music.
So when you're playing elephant, there is an elephant.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's the kind of like text painting, musical painting, whatever you want to call it, that, another example of like something that I understand because I studied it in school, but, if you sat in a concert and you're like, I think that sounds like an elephant.
Yeah.
To be able to match that with the visual, you're like, yes, it does sound like an elephant. I'm not making that up.
The elephant really does sound like elephant in that too. So people need to look up Carnival of the Animals, Science Hall, elephant, and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
and
very cool.
There's one that has a skeleton or the dance, dance with bones, and that definitely sounds like rattling bones. And we do that a lot in the percussion section. So
that's fun.
Different ways to get to know the orchestra for sure.
So this is a good introduction to the orchestra for kids. Totally.
Absolutely.
And hopefully develop an appreciation for music young, so that they don't end up going, you're going to take me to a concert? I know kids like this. I don't want to go to a concert. Concerts are horrible, but, if you make it fun when they're young, you can get them going. So that's fabulous. Now, how else, other than coming to shows, are there any other ways that people can get involved with, like, so you'll have volunteers or any other opportunities for someone to get involved?
We definitely do have volunteers. We use them most for our education programs. So as an example of what we did last time, we have the Lexington Philharmonic Guild, and some of the ladies from the guild came and helped us out. They're a volunteer group that works a lot with us. They came and they managed the shaker eggs. So we'll take beans, we'll put them in little eggs, and kids can use them as percussion to just be in the rhythm along with the show, which is a great way to stay engaged.
Yeah.
So they helped us out, make sure that the kids get those. We put our little Lex Phil label over them, hand them out. We have volunteers. We had from the Girl Scouts last time help us do our instrument petting zoo. So these kids fortunately had some instrument experience, so they could show the kids what to do.
Oh,
but
very good.
it makes it easier for me because otherwise, like, I'm down on my knees trying to show a kid how to play the violin, and then I'm jumping up and I'm trying to play the saxophone, and it's a whole mess when it's just me and Molly. Molly's taking pictures of the whole thing. So we love to have as many volunteers for that as we can. We had like I said, it's a great opportunity. We had the whole Girl Scout troop from a colleague of ours, and so she brought, 7, 8 girls?
Mm-hmm.
And they were wonderful. They had a blast. They jumped in our video, too. So we'll see those two later. But yeah, and if you want to volunteer for Lex Phil concerts, people go through the Singletary Center to be volunteer ushers, and you can specify working at our shows. We can always take help in the office as volunteers go. If you want to kind of get to know arts administration, if you want to know what it's like to market a concert, I'd be happy to tell you, show you. So I'm frantically meeting deadlines, designing billboards, and calling you. But yeah, so there are plenty of ways to get plugged in, from going to concerts, volunteering with our kids, volunteering in the office. Really anything. If you have a way that you would like to get to know the Lexington Philharmonic, we'd be happy to talk to you about it.
And, when kids are like, well, how'd you get into radio? Well, I started volunteering.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a great way if you're interested in arts administration or anything, even if you're not in school for it, if that's something you're just curious about, this would be a great way to at least expose yourself and realize that, yes, this is for me, or not so much.
Yeah. For younger folks, we have internships.
Very cool.
We just have a UK intern that has started this week.
Mm-hmm.
We work with the Fayette County Schools with their high school internship program, too. So we've gotten those kids, which is a lot of fun, because they're with us for 5 weeks, and they want to just kind of get a splash understanding of what it's like to work for an orchestra. So we do the best we can with as limited copying as possible.
Yeah. Are they mostly musicians who do this, or just anybody who...
I think one of them was, I don't know if the first girl was.
I don't think so. I think she was just interested in what it would be like to be in an orchestra, not really have any outside knowledge. She was so much fun.
She came to us and she said, I want to work for you guys. I want to then intern with a lawyer, and then a fire station, and then a judge, and then a cupcake place, because I love cupcakes.
Excellent.
So we're like, you're a woman who knows what she wants.
Something. Well, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Again, lexphil.org, the best way to find you, or the phone number?
233-4226.
Say that slower.
233-4226.
Fantastic. And again, the Charlie Chaplin concert coming up March 14th. So people need to go ahead and get tickets. That is probably going to be a sellout.
Absolutely.
Because it sounds awesome. So again, lexphil.org. Elias Gross, Molly Harris, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
We look forward to having you back on Diocese Live and learning more.
All right.
This has been your Community Connection Corner here on your Catholic station, Real Life Radio 1380, 94.9 FM, WMJR, Nicholasville, Lexington.